So namaste everyone. So we are practicing observing the body by the self. So we are trying to see that we are not the sensation. We are not in the sensation. We are separate from the sensation. So basically we are trying to see that I am not the body. I am separate from the body. That's why it is my choice to interact with body. It is my choice when to interact with the body. Basically, we are not bound to interact with the body. It is my choice. So let's take few sharing. If anyone has on the assignment, namaste bhaiya.
जी भैया नमस्ते नमस्ते सभी को जी भैया yesterday's discussion and my observation for last 2-3 days also भैया imagination is governed by these three preconditioning sensation and natural acceptance. So this is all happening in the self, whereas this exercise whatever we are supposed to observe this sensation in the body, numbness, pain, whatever it may be. So I could see that whenever it is there in the body, means this sensation, but it is read by the self and accordingly. So now my confusion, I mean, somewhat it may not be confusion or due to some exploration or feelings and sensation. These two are the different things. Feelings are at the surface, whatever I am feeling right now. It is at the surface, but at its base, there is a desire, thought, and expectation, particularly the desire. So I want clarity on this. Means whether these sensations are of two types. One which is directly observed by the self, means where preconditioning sensation, that part, or there is another type of sensation which is in body observed by the self. Ultimately, giving meaning is done by the self only, but I am having this confusion. Jivaya, please. Thank you.
So you are confused between feeling and sensation.
Ji. And sensation in this means sources of uh, imagination. There is also word sensation, and here in the body there is a sensation. We have to see sensation in the body, and there we have to see sensation read by the self. Maybe miss are same, but I want clarity. Yeah.
So feeling and sensation. So feeling is happening in the self. So like feeling of trust, feeling of mistrust,
Yeah.
respect,
All right.
affection.
Yeah. Nine values. Ji.
Ji. And sensation, we are saying that whenever there is a touch, sound,
Ah, ah, yeah.
so whenever it happens at the level of body,
Body. Ji.
so it creates some information, some sensation. So sensation is related to the body. So whenever there is a touch, so
Mhm.
whenever there is a object which comes in touch of the body,
Ji.
it creates some physicochemical activity, and we are calling it sensation.
Ji.
So whatever impact that object has on the body is sensation. So I read it as a sensation. So sensation is related to body here,
Ji.
and sensation is happening in the body. I am reading it, but feelings are happening in the self, and I can also read it. I can also see it directly.
Ji. Yeah.
So what is your exactly where confusion is?
Ah, ah. And that again I went deeper. When feelings are directly in the self, so there also
Hmm.
word is sensation, preconditioning sensation. and natural acceptance.
Okay, okay,
That
okay.
that is my kind. I hope now you got this. So there is
The
also word
three,
sentence. Please.
three sources of imagination. Huh?
Three sources of imagination. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So also is the word sensation. Means mostly we are governed by preconditioning, then smaller, somewhat sensation, and very small amount of natural acceptance. जी भैया.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their sensation is same. Sensation is so three sources of imagination is preconditioning, natural acceptance, and sensation.
जी जी.
So when we are saying sensation, it is related to body. So
Here.
whenever, suppose whenever we see a new car,
जी 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 जी.
so this car is seen, through eyes.
Through eyes, right?
So
Correct.
image of car comes into eyes. Na-
जी
Now I read it. So I am reading
जी
it, something that is happening at body.
जी.
So there also sensation means related to body, five senses.
Yeah, yeah.
So three sources, one is preconditioning, one is natural acceptance, and third source is coming from the body,
Sensation. Body.
sensation.
By observing, by listening the music or something. It is
जी
temporary
जी
happiness.
जी
Yeah, temporary happiness. G.
जी जी.
Excitement. G. G.
So whatever is coming from five senses, that is sensation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is clear to me. But when we are observing, ultimately both the sensations are coming from the body itself. In both cases, there is directly we are reading, but though we are calling it directly, it is through body again in that sources of imagination.
जी जी. It is from body.
But it appears that it is directly seen. The sources of imagination or imagination is governed by three sources: preconditioning, because preconditioning is again in the self, means self sees for the post creed caste we are due to that we are having that, and that is preconditioning. Sensation again, what example we are taking by advertisement or whatever seeing, hearing, or this by these five sense
Hmm.
organs,
Hmm.
and very small amount by the natural acceptance. So this is one part. But here, when exercise I was doing, the pain, numbness, or this, I took example of the hunger also. So hunger is also very means day before yesterday I could see that there was a fast and secretion of these somewhat juices inside the intestine, but due to that, again, there was the feeling. Yes, here I might convey. There was the feeling of again happiness that since there is a fast, I will eat some other thing. It was also sensation, but it was not paining sensation. It was giving me the excitement. So that's why I could get this question yesterday. I discussed yesterday also. Ji bhaiya. So am I clear now? In both the cases, it is from the body. And feelings means whatever feelings I am having after this sensation means feelings are at the top surface. Whatever we can observe right now, you and me, we are having the feeling of trust, and that's why we are communicating. So is it like that, Bhaiya? My understanding, or something I'm doing wrong? Please. I may be
Surface
missing
means
something.
what, Bhaiya? Surface means what?
Surface means we are considering two things. One is the subtler at the bottom, and one at the top. So in imagination, whatever we are expressing outside, these are the feelings, behavior, work behavior. Means my behavior, or my talking, or whatever I am behaving with you, it is at the surface. But what is there inside at the subtle? There are there is desire to get happiness or being happy. I am doing all the things that I am taking like this. This is my exploration. May require some more exploration also, or you may guide at this point also. Because from sensation I got confused. That sensation also sometimes seems directly, and this sensation of pain, numbness, it is through body. So I was confused that whether that sensation is direct, but no, it is not direct. It is through body again in both the cases. जी भैया।
Just a minute भैया. जी भैया. So when we
जी
are saying three sources, है ना, and one source is sensation. So
जी
source of desire. Suppose there is a sensation in body. So
जी
sensation of taste.
जी
Now it creates some desire. Desire to be happy to fulfill the taste.
जी
And desire is happening to fulfill something at the level of body.
जी
So one source is natural acceptance. Second source is preconditioning. Second source of image, third source of imagination is something happens at the level of body.
जी
So whenever they suppose you are sitting in a room and you switch on the AC, it creates some
जी
sensation. Now soon it will become your desire that to take one AC for our home also,
जी
because it is my desire because it has created some sensual pleasures.
जी जी
So this desire is coming from sensation that is happening at the level of body. To sit in AC always, now it has become a desire because it has come from sensation.
जी
So our imagination gets influenced from body sensation or from preconditioning or from natural acceptance. So that's why third source is sensation. Sensation means body. So
या
something happens at the level of body and gradually it becomes my desire.
जी जी
Or we consider it as a source of happiness.
जी
So
एक्सैक्टली
we put effort to fulfill this sensation
जी
again and again.
जी जी
So there also when we are saying three sources and one
हम्म,
source is sensation.
जी
Sensation means now I am getting influenced from the body.
जी
So soon it becomes our desire, right? Yeah.
जी
So basically if you see arrow of this sensation, है ना,
हम्म,
so arrow goes to selecting testing activities.
जी जी जी
And
एक्सपेक्टेशन
this selecting testing, this arrow
हम्म,
goes from body to the self.
जी
But if you see arrow of preconditioning, it
जी
comes to imaging. When you
डायरेक्टली
see arrow of natural acceptance, when you see
डायरेक्टली
arrow of natural acceptance,
जी
it comes from B1 block to B2 block.
जी जी
So when arrow is from B1 block to B2 block, that is natural acceptance. Second arrow is this to imagination, that we assume something. And third arrow is from body to self, from outside to inside.
या या
So whatever happening outside, that we can only see through body, and that becomes source of our desire, right? Yeah.
जी थैंक यू भैया thanks a lot because as we are exploring, I will explore more also. I can see. But sometimes it clicks. Otherwise, during these last 3-4 years, there was no confusion. Sensation means body. But no sooner I studied this preconditioning, sensation, and natural acceptance, it was there. Thank you. Thanks a
Hmm.
lot. It was my yesterday's question.
Namaste.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all.
Namaste दीदी.
Bhaiya,
जी.
other day you discussed that we want body to be healthy. That's why it is a preconditioning. That's why when pain is occurring, due to the not because of the pain, but due to this preconditioning, we are having more concern. That's what you discussed, Bhaiya. I am able to see that, Bhaiya, but some more clarity is required, Bhaiya. How can we say that due to preconditioning only we are suffering with pain? I am not able to understand
Preconditioning
this.
means जी. So
This is what.
whenever there is a pain in body,
Mm,
pain means some physiochemical activities happening.
mm,
है ना? but we take it as a trouble. That's something that is creating disturbance. And
Mm.
we take it as a trouble. That's why we feel uncomfortable within us.
Mm. Mm.
So we take it as a uncomfortable. That's why we are unhappy. If we take it as a some physiochemical activity that is required to be addressed, so we will do it whatever we can do for the body. Or otherwise, we assume ourselves as a body. So whenever something happens at the level of body, we assume that it is happening with me. So this is this association that it is happening with me. It creates problem. So something is happening in body. I can see it. I can take proper action. It will not create trouble. But something happens at the level of body, and we take it at the level of self. Then it creates problem. Suppose there is a pain,
Mm.
and if I say that I have pain, now I means I have assumed myself body. So I have pain,
Mm.
so it will create unhappiness in you. But I am aware that there is a pain in the body. I can still be stable. So there is a pain in the body. I need to cure my body, and that I can do with stability, with harmony. So my harmony is because of my disharmony is because of some contradictory thoughts. And what contradictory thoughts are? That is reaction. So I am in reaction with the body. So I am not accepting, I am reacting. So this reaction is creating problem in me. With awareness, I can see that body is a different unit. I am different unit. We are separate from each other. So I can see sensation in the body. I can take proper action. I can cure it. So I am not forced to be uncomfortable because I am not the body. So preconditioning is I am body. And if you extend this example, you can see with anything. For example, car. So something many people assumes themselves as a physical facility. So there is a scratch on the car. So people get hurt. That is, this is my car and it is not looking good now. So they are in trouble. But if they are aware that car is a unit, physico-chemical unit, I am a consciousness unit. Something has happened in the car. I will repair it or I will get it repaired. So with this awareness, I will not be in trouble. Same thing happening with the body. I am also separate from the body. But because I have assumed myself as a body, so something happens in body and I consider it that something is happening in me. Then it creates problem. So we can also see it with awareness that body is a physiochemical thing. I am consciousness unit. And whatever is happening, it happening at the level of body. So I will cure it or I will get it cured by doctor. So harmony will not be disturbed with this understanding. Otherwise, harmony will be disturbed. So sometimes I consider myself as a body. Sometimes I consider myself as a physical facility. So whenever I assume myself something else than Drashta, it will create problem. Ji Didi.
That I understood, Baya, but that statement, with that statement, I got confusion, Baya. That uh, we want a body to be healthy. That is preconditioning. That's what I heard, Baya. That's why I got that confusion.
That is
How
natural acceptance.
the
I
other day
want to keep.
um,
I want to keep my body healthy. This is my natural acceptance. I want to right utilize my body. This is my natural acceptance. So this is my natural, but I am a body. This is my preconditioning. I am only physiochemical activity. This is preconditioning. Is it
Maybe.
okay, Didi?
Thank you, Bhaiya.
So let's take another sharing if anyone has. Otherwise, we will start step 5. Okay, so we can start step 5 today. So step 5, now it will give us a deeper look into this exercise. So let's take one more sharing from
Namaste, भैया.
Ji.
भैया, regarding the exercise, regarding the assignment, sorry, I have one small sharing. Like, I see the sensations like this, that there are some sensations that I am clearly able to see that they are separate from me. For example, when it is itching, I'm able to see that itching, I'm just observing the itching and it's happening in my body because it has nothing to do with my happiness. But there are some sensations which have to do something with my happiness. For example, eating tasty food, talking to a person, favorable person, like-minded person, or also getting indulged in some sexual activities. So I feel, Bhaiya, that when I see both the parts, in the first, I'm able to see that I'm not the sensation, I'm separate from the sensation. I'm not in the sensation, I'm able to see it clearly. But the practices that I have done over past many years or maybe births, that I am getting happy from these sensual pleasures, be it anything, I guess there it becomes little difficult because I get engrossed in that activity so much that I forget to observe. I lose my power to observe that time. So I see the part like this. There, bhaiya, this exercise, like, are you the sensation? I am not able to observe, not at all, but to a good extent, I'm not able to observe because I get indulged in this. For an example, I can take the example of about pain. I can see that, yeah, I'm separate from the pain. But when it comes to favorable, like outside, like there are all 5 things, roop, ras, sparsh, gandh, shabd. So when it comes about shabd, when it comes about dopamine within, I think there I get engrossed. So I think we are there. I need to work more. If you have any suggestion on this, the way I'm looking at it, you can please tell me so that it would help me. Thank you, Bhaiya.
So it is right, bhaiya, na? Whenever there is a undesirable sensation like pain, itching, so we try to run away from it. And it is easy to see that I am not this pain. I am not this itching. But whenever there is a favorable sensation like sensual touch that gives short pleasures, so it becomes difficult to run away from it. We get indulged into it. So rather than observing, we indulge into it. And it also happens at the level of self. Whenever there is a unfavorable desire, we want to run away from it. Whenever there is a favorable, we get indulged into it. So same thing happening at the level of self, same thing happening at the level of body. Because it
Ji.
is happening due to my sanskar.
Mhm.
So my sanskar is to get indulged into something that is favorable, that gives us happiness even for a short time. And my sanskar is to run away from those things that creates unhappiness. So due to this sanskar, we are doing same thing at the level of self and at the level of body also.
Ji.
And that's why the process of observation is important. So observation means neither I am running nor I am indulging. I am observing it. So even I have this awareness that I am not this sensation, but
Hmm.
this time I am indulged into it. If we
Hmm.
have this awareness at that time, it will also help.
जी.
Problem is when I am not aware and I am considering myself this sense only as sensation,
Hmm.
then problem happens. But I am aware. For example, there is a swimming pool and
Hmm.
we are, jump into it and we are aware
Hmm. Hmm.
that I am not this. I have gone into this. It will give
आपका
me short-term pleasure. Then I will come out.
Hmm.
Important is I am aware. It is not going to give me continuous happiness.
Very nice.
Same thing with sensation. Suppose somehow due to our strong preconditioning, I am indulged into some sensual pleasure. But if I am
Hmm.
aware that I have jumped into it, but it is short time, it cannot give me continuous happiness.
Hmm.
So I will not be attached with this. I will not be trapped, or with less intensity I will be trapped.
Hmm.
Similarly, suppose someone is habitual to take tea.
Hmm.
है ना? So at one time he thinks that I will not take tea again, but
Hmm.
then again he takes one cup of tea. So while taking tea, we should be aware that I am not this sensation that I am getting with this tea,
Hmm.
and it is not going to give me continuous happiness. If we
Hmm.
taking it with this awareness, next time its intensity will be lost.
Correct.
So awareness is important that somehow I have jumped into it, but I am not this. So this awareness is important. Gradually its
Hmm.
intensity will be lost.
Correct way.
So that's why yesterday I was discussing, whenever you are taking something tasty
Hmm.
that you have craving for, so take it peacefully
Good.
and
Hmm.
keep it on the tongue. Be aware of this touch, be aware of the juice, its rus. See with awareness where it is going into the stomach. See with awareness its taste, how long it sustains.
Hmm.
All things we need to see it with awareness. Then we will be able to see it cannot last more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then next time we will be more aware. But what happens generally, whenever we get favorable sensation, we forget all these steps. We start enjoying it. But whenever there is an unfavorable sensation, we start all these steps. I am not
Hmm.
sensation. So this is not observation. So we discussed many times that this is rag and dvesh. For some sensation we have dvesh. So whenever there is a unfavorable, we come into reaction. So whenever there is a favorable, we again come into reaction, but in positive manner. This is rag. So we want to run away from rag, but we want to
Hmm.
indulge within. We want to run away from dvesh, but
Hmm.
we want to indulge ourselves in rag.
Hmm.
This indulgence in rag, favorable sensation, is a problem of future.
Correct.
This dvesh, reaction in the present, is unhappiness in present. But indulgence in rag, in favorable sensation, is a problem of the future, unhappiness of the future. So we need awareness. That's why we need awareness. Now suppose you are walking and you see a beautiful flower. Immediately we get attracted towards this
Hmm.
flower. But we need to be aware. It is a sensation. I am watching it, seeing it, but its beauty will not sustain for a long time.
Hmm.
It cannot give me happiness for a long time.
Hmm.
So this awareness is required. And again, when you move to the flower, next to the flower, and you see another tree that has no flower, maybe your attention is there. How kind of
Hmm.
tree is? There is no flower. Again, we need to be aware. It will also not give me unhappiness, nor the happiness in continuity.
जी.
So that awareness is required. So with that awareness, we can make ourselves free from all those addiction where I get trapped into it.
Hmm.
So with that awareness, we can get rid of all those addictions.
जी भैया.
So we all need to practice it. You know, whenever we are taking something favorable, take it with more awareness what is happening, and rather than directly jump into it, see it with more awareness. So either something is favorable or unfavorable, we need to observe it more, with more awareness. So with that awareness, we can see that I am not bound to be happy with all these objects. Happiness is something which is in me with my understanding.
जी भैया, means I want to say 2 to 3 things here after listening to you. Like, I feel भैया what you are saying that we have to stay aware. That is very, very important. Simultaneously, I guess when we keep working for seeing our naturality, natural acceptance and innateness, then it helps us more. Otherwise, भैया, what happens, like Ganesh भैया says, it accident might happen. So
Mhm.
what accident? Like, within us we have lost all the senses, all the things, all the possible resources of happiness. Outside as well, we are losing. We are seeing that it is also not permanent, it is also not permanent. So we start to feel depressed. There is a probability, as per me, that I have seen
Mhm.
within myself as well, that when we don't work on the positive part, just keep seeing the negativity in the negative part, incompleteness of the incomplete things. So I think now, with the help of morning exercise, the thing that I am doing is not just seeing that what is incomplete, but also simultaneously seeing what is actually complete. So that helps. That inner means we have something that is giving us that assurance that there is a permanent source of happiness within you, so that outside sources, even they are left, there is no problem. Second thing, Bhaiya, yesterday I was listening to Marshall Rosenberg. He propounded NVC, you must be knowing that. So he told this thing only actually that we discuss here. I don't know how, means maybe like because it is universal reality, so that's why he got to know. He told like this, that human has the power or potential to see to observe the things as it is without evaluating it or without judging it. Obviously he was talking
जी,
in the reference of NVC, but when he spoke, so I somewhere felt that it helped me to inculcate the proposal profoundly, that yes, even he is also feeling like this. He has also researched about it for 40 years, and then he is concluding this. So I was feeling like this. And third thing, bhaiya, that about the favorable situation, as you are saying, so bhaiya, I feel that sometimes we plan the sensual pleasures, like for example, pool party. So I, like on 15th of August, for example, there is a national holiday. So some of my friends come and say that let's plan a pool party. So
Mhm.
I plan the sensual pleasure. Okay. Uh, I am not talking about that kind of pleasure with me. The problem is not that. But with me, the problem is this, that uh, sometimes, like those people who talk about UHV, those people who talk about the universal things, those people who talk about the human values. So I feel that I get indulged in this and I forget to observe. So I was talking about this, means mainly this problem. I also consider this somewhere, that when I'm listening good about the things that I believe in, that sensual pleasure, that shabd that I'm listening, I'm releasing dopamine within. I'm feeling, yes, everything is happening fine. So I was talking about that sensual pleasure, bhaiya. Mainly that happens with
जी,
me. जी भैया. So
जी,
this is भैया. जी भैया.
right, भैया. So that's why regarding first point,
जी
that's why we started observing the self by the self first,
जी जी जी.
because in exercise 1 we are trying to see the continuous happiness,
Hmm.
and
Correct.
we are trying to be in a state of pure observer.
जी भैया.
Now with that state I am observing outside, so I am evaluating that these sensation can not be source of continuous happiness. But
जी.
with exercise 1 I know what could be the source of continuous happiness.
Very
So this
nice.
gap we will not feel. And otherwise, what people do generally, they start evaluating that sensations are not source of continuous happiness, but they are not aware what is the source of
What
continuous
is
happiness.
correct?
So they feel
Correct.
gap. Many people share this. They
Hmm.
feel frustrated. Whatever they were enjoying earlier, now they are not able to enjoy it, and nor they are able to see this state of
What is
pure observer.
correct?
So they are in more trouble.
Hmm.
So that's why exercise 1, then exercise 2. So with this, we will be able to make balance. And we are not criticizing the sensation. What
Hmm.
we are saying, just observe and do right evaluation. Sensation has a specific role and we can understand it. So understanding the participation of sensation is important. So, and that we will see in coming steps. जी
Thank
भैया,
you.
जी नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste.
So let's take step 5. So now in step 5, we are discussing sources of sensation. So there could be 4 possible sources. So we have listed 4, but you keep yourself open, and if you find any other source, then share with us. So one source is the effect of the behavior of the other. So whenever we are interacting with others, the others' behavior reaches to my body. So someone is speaking, someone is shaking hand. So with words, sounds, so it affects my sensation. So due to that, there are sensation in the body. So someone speaks, it creates some sensation. So for example, we are interacting. So I am speaking, sound is reaching to your ear. It is creating some sensation. So this is one source of the sensation. Second is situation outside, means a physiochemical change. So sometimes there is a heat outside, but with rain, the weather gets changed. Now it is cold. Whenever you sit in AC room, there is a cold, has an effect on the body. Whenever you come out of this AC room and you go outside, you have another kind of touch, another kind of impact on your body, effect on your body. So due to that, there are sensations in the body. So from one cabin to another cabin, from cabin to classroom, we can see that the impact on body is changing. Whenever you take cold water from water cooler of college, whenever you take water that you have brought from your home, you can see its difference in temperature. You can see impact of both the water on your body. It is also creating some sensation. Third is there are events happening within the body. So pain in head, heartbeat, itching, etc. So all these events happening within the body. Digestion is going on, some acidity. So all these things are going on because of physiochemical activities of the body. And we can also read it as a sensation. So due to these physiochemical activities in the body, some sensations are happening. We can read it. Fourth is imagination in the self. So for example, we have feeling of mistrust for someone, and due to that, this reaction, due to that reaction, it impacts the body. We are feeling impact on the body. So this reaction impacts the body, and we can see it easily. So when you are overthinking, whenever there is a contradiction in your thinking, so you can see its impacts on your body. Whenever you are worried for something, you can see its impacts on your body. Whenever you are in harmony, whenever your imagination is in harmony, you are peaceful. You can also see its impact on your body. So something is happening in the self, and it impacts the body. So this is also a source of sensation. So we need to be aware of all these sensations. So all these sensations are going on, but I read only those sensations that I consider important. है ना? So because I am not the sensation, so I have choice to read sensation or not to read these sensations. So whenever I consider important, I read it. For example, acidity. It is a sensation, and I think it is important to address it. That's why I read it. Otherwise, many other activities are going on in the body. So we do not read it. For example, breathing is going on. Many times we are not aware of this breathing because we know it is going on normally. No need to pay attention every time on it. So we don't read it. So these sources are having effect on the body in the form of sensation. So it is my decision, it is my choice whether to read it or not read it. So this we need to be aware. So whenever there is a sensation and you are reading it, you just see what is the source. Suppose there is a problem in digestion. Now what is the source? Because of some physiochemical activities of the body, or because something is happening in me and it is impacting my digestion of the body. So you are sitting in the room, so you can see the sensations, you can read the sensations. So few sensations are coming, because I am speaking. Sounds are coming to your eyes, ears, that you can read. There is a touch of chair and your body, you can also read it. You can also read it. Air of fan or AC, it is touching your body, it is also creating some sensation. Your feet touching the ground, it is also creating some sensation. If you have tea, it is also creating some sensation. Temperature of the room, if it is cold, it also creates a sensation. So you have some unrest in you, so you will see, you will start moving your leg speedily. So this is also a sensation happening because of my imagination. So if you are thinking something and you are excited, so you can see its impact on your body also. So whenever you are positively excited, you can see increased heartbeat. Suppose you are going to get best teacher award, then you can notice your body also. Your excitement affect your body. So heartbeat will increase, breathing will increase, maybe vibration in the body, shivering in the body due to excitement. Many people you will notice when they meet with director or with higher post people, their hands start shaking, they feel trembling. So they can see their hands are not stable. So something is happening at the level of self, but it is impacting the body. So whenever you are driving the car, AC of the car creates some sensation. When it is intolerable for you, you open the glass of window of the car. Now some natural air comes, it creates another kind of sensation. You are driving the car and now you are thinking for someone for whom you have a feeling of opposition. Now it will also create some sensation in the body. Suddenly your attention has shifted and you are thinking of your friend for whom you have a feeling of relationship. You can also see some other sensation in the body. You will feel your body relaxed, loosed whenever there is a harmony. Something is making horn again and again. It also creates some sensation in the body. Some sensation in the body, then it creates reaction in you. Then your reaction again creates some sensation in the body. So if you see with awareness, you can see that many sensations are happening due to these sources. But we are not reading all those sources. We are not reading all those sensations. We read only those that we consider important. So for example, car. While driving car, there are many sensations. But I consider important only to look uh, in the front. So we ignore what sensation are happening. Our whole focus is to see on the road. It is happening because we have choice. So because of the choices available to us, we can read some sensation, we can ignore some sensation. So we are not the sensation. We can see sensations, we can read the sensation. And we read the sensation only if we consider it important. So these are possible sources of sensation. So today you be aware of this sensation. Be aware that I am not the sensation. And whenever you are reading the sensation, try to identify what is the source. It is because of someone's behavior or some physiochemical changes happening in the body or some physiochemical changes happening because of the outside environment or due to my own imagination, due to my due to reaction in my imagination. So we will try to see today all the time whenever you are aware. So this we will see and this we will observe today. So we will continue discussion tomorrow. So thank you everyone.